OpenClaw just shipped a feature that changes how your agents actually learn over time. It's called dreaming. It's opt-in, it's disabled by default, and most people have no idea that it even exists. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works because once you understand it, you'll want to turn it on immediately. I'm a software engineer. I've gone through the actual source code and documentation for dreaming, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, how the three phases work, what actually gets promoted to long-term memory, and how to turn it on. Because here's the part that most people miss. OpenClaw has been accumulating short-term memory signals this whole time. Daily notes, session transcripts, recall traces, but none of that automatically becomes long-term knowledge unless you tell it to. Without dreaming, you're stuck between two bad outcomes. If your agent is too aggressive, every fleeting detail lands in MEMORY.md, it bloats, it gets noisy, your agent starts recalling irrelevant garbage. If it's too conservative, nothing ever gets promoted, and the genuinely important patterns, the things your agent has learned about how you work, just disappear forever. The easiest way to think about this is dreaming is a curated pipeline. It doesn't dump everything in long-term memory. It earns its way in. Dreaming runs in three phases, and this is the part that surprises most people. Only one of those phases actually writes to your MEMORY.md. Light sleep is the ingestion layer. It runs first. It reads your recent daily memory files, the ones OpenClaw has been building throughout the day, and breaks them into snippet chunks. It then deduplicates entries to cut redundancy, and it stages candidates in what's called short-term recall store. In plain English, this means light sleep is just organizing and queuing. It's not making any decisions yet. Light sleep never writes to MEMORY.md. REM sleep is where things get interesting. It looks back across recent sessions and identifies recurring themes, entries that keep showing up, patterns that appear across multiple conversations. It calls these candidate truths. The easiest way to think about this is REM sleep is your agent asking itself, what have I actually been dealing with repeatedly? REM sleep also never writes to MEMORY.md. It produces signals that inform the next phase. Deep sleep is the only phase that actually writes to MEMORY.md. It takes every candidate from the short-term recall store, it scores each one using a set of weighted signals, and only the entries that cross all three promotion gates actually make it to long-term memory. And that's it. Three phases, one writer. Here's how the scoring works. Every candidate gets evaluated across a set of weighted signals. Things like how relevant the entry was when it was actually retrieved, how frequently it surfaced, how diverse the queries were that triggered it, and how recent those retrievals were. Now let's talk about what actually gets promoted. There are three gates. A candidate has to pass all three to make it into MEMORY.md. It needs a high enough composite score, and it needs to have surfaced across meaningfully different query contexts. The main thing to remember is this: one lucky retrieval doesn't make it. A memory has to demonstrate sustained diverse relevance to earn its place. There's one more piece I want to show you, and it has nothing to do with promotion. Alongside all the machine-readable output, dreaming generates a human-readable dream diary in DREAMS.md. After each phase, a background subagent writes a short creative narrative, a reflection on what was gathered, what patterns emerged, what was worth keeping. It's written, and I'm quoting the docs here, from the perspective of a curious, gentle, slightly whimsical mind reflecting on the day. In plain English, it's for you, not for the agent. It's not a promotion source, but it gives you genuine visibility into what your agent is actually processing in plain readable language. Dreaming is opt-in and disabled by default. The fastest way to turn it on is a slash command in any channel, /dreaming on, and that's it. OpenClaw will create a managed scheduled sweep. By default, it runs at 3 a.m. every night, and it will execute a full dreaming pass automatically. You can also configure it in your config file if you want to adjust the schedule or tune how aggressively memories are promoted. If you want to go deeper on this and you want the full companion PDF guide on dreaming, join the community in the free school group. The link is in the description below. We go way beyond what fits in a video. Now, a few things worth knowing before you turn this on. First, don't expect results on day one. The promotion gates require multiple recalls across distinct query contexts. Dreaming is a slow accumulator. Give it a week of real agent activity before evaluating. Second, if your agent is doing consistent repeated work, if it's running one-off tasks and nothing recurring, dreaming won't promote that much. And that's by design. The system rewards sustained relevance, not novelty. Third, if you find MEMORY.md is barely growing after a couple of weeks, you can tune the promotion thresholds in your config. The defaults are conservative on purpose, but they are adjustable. And here's the part that people are missing. Dreaming isn't just a memory feature, it's the difference between an agent that resets every session and one that genuinely builds institutional knowledge over time. That distinction matters a lot if you're running agent for real business tasks overnight. So a quick recap. Dreaming is a three-phase background process that runs nightly. Light sleep ingests in stages. REM sleep identifies recurring patterns. Deep sleep scores, gates, and promotes, and it's the only phase that touches MEMORY.md. Weighted signals determine candidate score. Three promotion gates determine what actually makes it in. And the Dream Diary gives you a human-readable window into what your agent processed for you, not the model. You can enable it with /dreaming on, and that's it. If you found this helpful, don't forget there's a free companion guide on dreaming in our school community. The link is in the description below. And make sure to like and subscribe. I'm sharing OpenClaw content every single week that goes way beyond the surface level. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you want me to to cover in the next one. I read every single comment, and I'll see you in the next video.